Did you know that viruses can also be genetically engineered to be a life-saving antidote? There was a poor girl of 17. Because lung disease builds up a lot of mucus in your lungs, it breeds millions of bacteria. How can you not kill? Until 2017, he started injecting 21 phage viruses a day. So these are phages, he only kills bacteria, and a massacre. Finally, after a period of treatment, the phage kills off all the bacteria in the girl. Isn't that cool? But genes are also playing with fire in a way. The movie we're going to talk about today starts with genetically modified viruses. And the scientist, in front of the press, said, "We have successfully engineered the acute infectious virus. He was cured of cancer." And then he said something that seemed to be understated, but extremely arrogant. Just 3 bottles is standard leukorrhea. But what he didn't expect was, 3 years later, human cities will look like this. Overgrown with weeds, empty, not a man on the thousands of trails his virus did cure cancer. But soon he began to mutate, the infected person showed early signs of rabies. And then the hair falls out. And then lose the memory. Emotional rationality. 90% of those infected die, and the other 10% will come later. You know, there's only 1 man and 1 dog left in New York City. Driving fast cars through huge cities every day. Before the sun goes down, he would go home and lock the door, close the huge bars, the iron gate. As night falls, the whole city began to roar. The man with his dog kennel in the bathtub with the gun, I was too nervous to sleep. That's right, out there were his former fellow humans, infected with the mutated virus. Has become a walking dead without thinking. They are bloodthirsty and bite people. But the greatest weakness is the sun. This man is the only person he knows who is immune to the virus. And therefore lived alone for 3 years without variation. His life became monotonous. Because there's no fresh meat and 99% of the ingredients in the house are seasonings, canned food. The television was full of old video news interviews from 3 years ago, and he was watching them again and again to deceive himself. It's still normal. Get up in the morning, exercise, run with your dog. To the basement, with mutant mice, pumping their own serum into their bodies. Of course, 99% of them fail. After the experiment, go out and explore, searching for supplies. He would put a bunch of dummies in a rental shop, come and rent movies every day and talk to them, and then they pay the cashier. I rely on this schizophrenic dialogue for the comfort that I am not alone. He had a radio station that he could broadcast, he said. I would wait at the dock every day at 12 noon, if any survivors could come here, would they? If there were, they would have come, but he still showed up at noon every day, and a small desk by the dock. Wait like an interviewer for a familiar stranger who may never show up. Men play golf at the records. Even if the whole city is empty of people, he shouted again. The sound of loneliness reverberates. Suddenly Dogson saw a deer. The man ran after him at once, but the dog caught up with her. I chased him into a dark house. He knew that to enter was to die, but the beloved is in it. She was his only warmth and sustenance. How could he abandon her? So she went in too. Hold on for dear life.